What's up, guys? SimFBallCritic here with something a little different, man. I figured I would look at the camera for this particular video, just so you guys can really see my thought and emotion and things of that nature as we talk about this Ray Rice situation. Now, as we jump into it, man, I don't want the video to run too long, but I want to cover, several topics in regards to the situation. And first and foremost, let me just start off with this. I do not condone in no way, shape, or form putting your hands on a woman as a man. I just do not condone it. I've grown up in environments where I've seen that. It's almost a regular occurrence. I even had guys, close to me that has done that. And it is what it is. That's what they do. I do what I do. I don't condone it. Even as friends, guys I've known and been like, yo, that wasn't cool. I let them know that. We just don't agree in that department. At the same time, though, I don't condone women putting their hands on men. Keep your hands to yourself. This is something that I always say to the women in my family, whether it be a little sister or a niece or, a cousin or other women that I know, I'm cool with, was friends with or what have you. Don't put your hands on a man because you never know how he's going to react. Don't be mad when you're all in his face, you putting your finger in his face, you slap him in his face, and he returns it with a punch. You never know what could happen in that situation. So it goes both ways. But I strongly disagree with the man, putting his hand on a woman. I just don't feel that that's right, man. By nature, we're supposed to be stronger than women. We're supposed to be protectors and providers. So like I said, we are stronger than women in that regard. We were built that way. So what do you think is going to happen if you punch a woman in her face? A tender woman. I'm not talking about, let's not kid ourselves. There's some women out here who are bigger than you that might give you a fight. But I'm talking about, a nice little sweetheart, like your wife or your fiance or what have you. Somebody that you claim to love and, someone who's beautiful to you. What do you think is going to happen when you punch her in her face? She's going to get knocked out. Or you're going to bust, all of this open. She's going to need, plastic surgery or what have you. So I don't condone the situation, man. What he did was absolutely wrong. You have to take responsibility for your own actions. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Now, second, let me say this. When we saw the first video a few months back, when he was dragging her out of the elevator, I thought to myself then that I believed the allegations. We didn't have any proof. All we could do was go off of that video. Now, let's just think about this. If you see a video like that, what was your first thought? I'm going to tell you why I thought what I did. I knew something had to happen because he was dragging her. Then he proceeded to let her go. Then he's looking around all crazy like he doesn't know what's going on or he's looking nervous. Now, let's put it in perspective. If your wife or your, significant other, she's drunk, or she's, unconscious or whatever, or, she's staggering around, she's passed out drunk, how are you going to assist her? There's three things that come to mind to me. I would either hold her up and try to guide her to the room, like half walking her like Weekend at Bernie's, for you guys who've seen that movie. Or I would pick her up and carry her like this, take her to the hotel room. Or what I might even do is throw her over my shoulder. I should be strong enough to do that, especially if I'm an NFL athlete. That's what you would do for somebody that you care about in that situation. But somebody that you could give, 2 cents about in that situation, you treat them like that. Drag them, drop them. Anger is built up. She's getting on your nerves now or what have you. You just did something to her. So now we fast forward to today, which, I'm not sure when you guys will see this video, but Monday. Fast forward to Monday, and we find out there's more footage, and it shows what actually happened. And this is why I really don't condone it. Look at how he punched that girl. That was a serious punch. That wasn't just a light jab, a slap, or a mush. Nah. He drew back and gave her a left hook. That was a serious punch. That's a punch that probably would knock out some guys in the right scenario. And to me, it's just, oh man, it's bad. It's bad. Very bad. Now, you know, you got to look at this as well. They get married a month after that, which lets me know this happens a lot. It lets me know that they have a physical, some type of physical relationship. It's not the first time. And for that, I pray for them for that because they need to fix that. You know, this situation is bad and it's going to pass. Whether Ray Rice ever returns, he's still going to be Ray Rice. She's going to be Janae Rice or Janae Parker Rice, whatever her name is. And, something else could happen. You could fight again and it could come out worse. You punch her again, she could have hit her head. She might die. I mean, it could get even worse. So for that, I pray for them that if they have an abusive relationship with each other, they need to fix that. At the same time, man, I mean, as a human, I feel bad for their situation changing. Think about what happened now. You are suspended indefinitely, which quote unquote is forever. That's a big deal because when you get kicked out of the NFL because of code of conduct reasons, there's no money. The guaranteed money, all of that, nah, it's voided. The contract is done. There's no additional money. He can only hope that he has money saved or he has money invested in something from his original contract or any money he made up until this point. That sucks. Regardless of their situation, that sucks. Because your life has changed probably forever. Because he's pretty much blacklisted now, especially, in the sports world. Can't commentate, nothing, none of that. Probably couldn't even go to college and coach. Nobody's going to want to be affiliated with that. That's the thing about now, which back in the days, before all of us was born, stuff like this happened, but it wasn't out in the media. It wasn't out in the media. And now, as you notice, look at all the situations that have occurred, in the last 5 years, with the Sandusky stuff and things like that. And that was very bad. But the point I'm making is look at how schools try to distance themselves and, media like, oh no, the Paula Dean thing. And yeah, I'm even saying that as an African American. You guys know what she did. But I'm like, dang, they destroyed her. They took everything from her. People make mistakes. People make mistakes. And I think that Ray Rice made a huge mistake. First of all, you should have never hit that girl like that. Second, if you got a relationship like that, y'all was in the public. You in the public place, in an elevator. Come on, man. This is 2014. You have to know that you represent Ray Rice first, your family, your organization, the Ravens, the league. You have to be conscious of these things. Even if you are not a celebrity and you're not rich or what have you. Men, we got to be conscious of these things because think, one simple action can change your life forever. You guys right now watching this video that might be regular guys like me that work or what have you, got a family. You do that, you get locked up. How does that change your life and change your family's life? We got to be smarter than that. There's a lot of ways to resolve these issues, and that wasn't it. And I'm sorry, I see people out there saying she gets what she deserves. I can't get down with that. Like I said, though, women, you can bring this stuff on you. So if you bring it on you, I don't necessarily feel bad for you because you did it to yourself, even though the man should not hit you. But you got to keep your hands to yourself. I mean, I know a lot of people was laughing at the Jay-Z situation in the elevator, but look how he handled it. He handled it like, yo, get back. I'm pretty sure he could have put the hand on her, but he didn't. He handled it like he was supposed to, as well as maybe in his mind he was thinking, I know I can't do nothing. I'm Jay-Z, for one. For two, that's my my wife's sister. Regardless of the case, he handled it the right way. Ray Rice didn't. Now, two things I want to address before I sign out. First of all, people, you guys got to stop using football and race to, try to sum up this situation. I'm seeing too many people out here saying, oh, that's messed up. Why would they do that to the Ravens? They had already given him, a 2-game suspension. How can they go back now and suspend him indefinitely? And, that's double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. So when did he go to court? I mean, what are you talking about? First of all, the NFL could do whatever they want. Like I said, code of conduct. If you have a job, go look at your code of conduct. I'm pretty sure you have some stuff that results in termination immediately. I'm pretty sure you do. So at the end of the day, the NFL is the organization. They don't want their name tied to that. Nobody is trying to have their name tied to domestic violence. And this is what you get. You messed up, this is what you get. Now, let's not forget there is some fishy business, in my opinion, that went on. I'm going to sum this up real quick, and then I'm going to move on to my next point. Roger Goodell, they come out with this new rule about, the first offense is 6 weeks, suspension or without pay or what have you. And then the second offense is a ban for life. Right after that, he said he wanted to apologize at how he handled the Ray Rice situation, only giving him 2 weeks, right? Now, in the reports today, was people saying that, well, the NFL and Roger Goodell was aware of this video well before it released. Could be true, because why was he so apologetic? Why? I don't know. I'm just saying, just put that in your ear. So that might be some fishy business going on there. But anyway, get back to the next point, then we'll wrap up and get up out of here. People. And I'm speaking specifically to the African-American race. And yes, I know some of you guys are looking at me, and yes, I'm African-American myself. But I got to keep it real on this one. Stop putting everything on race. I'm tired of seeing so many people today saying, oh, it happened because he's black. If he was white, if he was Tom Brady, this would have never happened. Okay, I'm not here to argue that. I don't know what would have happened if it was a white guy or a Latino guy or what have you. I'm not here to argue that point. The point I'm trying to make is everything is not about race. Clearly, football and race has nothing to do with what happened to Ray Rice. Ray Rice got suspended because he chose to punch his fiancée in the face and knock her out cold. Had he not done that, whether Ray Rice is black, white, Hispanic, Asian, etc., he would not be in trouble right now, and he would still be playing for the Baltimore Ravens. So kill that noise. Kill the noise about the race thing. That's real stupid. Like, we always run into that. And truth be told, there are plenty black people who commit racist acts. Let's just be honest. I'm that type of person. I'm a realist about everything. I'm not closed-minded. Of course there's racism in America. Of course there's situations where there's racism towards blacks and other racism towards other races. It's there. But everything is not a race issue. This issue was cut and dry. Put your hands on your wife, fiance, whatever you want to call her at that time. Knock her out. You'd have to pay the consequences. Plain and simple. So that's all I got to say, man, in regards to that. Again, just to sum it up, I don't condone what he did. I think that was a coward move. And like I said, I know people personally who have put hands on women. And I'm not calling you a coward for doing that, but putting your hands on a woman is a coward move. Plain and simple. Now, I know some people might not agree with that, but it is what it is. People out there saying she deserved to get knocked out. Whatever. I can't rock with you on that one. That girl should not have gotten punched in the face like that, even if she was the aggressor or what have you. Handle it in a better way. And last thing, you have to think before you act. Like I said, even if you're not rich and famous, as a man right now, just a regular guy that goes to work, you put your hands on your wife, you're risking your freedom. Gotta be smarter. Men, we gotta be smarter than that. Women, stop putting your hands on men as well. It's gotta be a 50-50 situation here. But anyway, man, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And I'm going to say, man, to the Raven fans, hey, I feel sorry for you, man. Even as a diehard Steelers fan, as you guys know and you can see here, I feel sorry for you because it sucks to have something like that take away, a quality player take away the focus of the team because this is going to be the talk for a while. And it really sucks. It really sucks. And we know what it's like. Just ask Bell and Blunt, the Blunt brothers. And I pun intended on that. You see what I mean? It sucks to have negative energy around player behavior. It's crazy, man. But I just thought I would jump in here and share my 2 cents, man. Of course, please leave your comments. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say. I know there's going to be some very negative comments. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some racist comments. And do what you do. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. And like always, let me know what you think. Every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, Sim Standard Radio. Make sure you tune in. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at SimFBallCritic.